The HBA of Greater Springfield presents the Parade of Homes October 7th, 19th. Tour stunning new homes, see the latest designs, and meet the builders shaping our community's future. Whether you're dreaming, planning, or ready to buy, this is your chance to be inspired. Don't miss the Parade of Homes October 17th through 19th. Details and tickets at hbaspringfield.com.
Welcome back to the 2025 Parade of Homes. We are so excited to be here with Amber today from Family Safe. It is a very, very cool product that I think every home in this area should have. Yeah. And I'm sure she agrees.
Absolutely.
Hey, before we get started, make sure you get the app. Make sure that you download the app, buy your tickets, come out to the Parade of Homes. There are 16 homes, 14 stops. There are some incredible properties. We're here at the Premier Home. It's insane.
All price ranges.
Amazing. But yeah, you've got
super high end.
Rogersville, Marshfield, Springfield, all over. If you're looking for ideas, if you're looking for possibilities of purchasing, these are some great places to start. And so we're here. We're having a blast. We have Amber with Family Safe. And I'm excited for this conversation because this is a product that has actually helped my family and Drew as well, and just in different times in our lives. And so we're excited. Can you share a little bit about what Family Safe is and who you serve?
Yeah. Family Safe is an above-ground storm shelter company located in Republic. Our main office is in Tulsa, but locally our dealership is in Republic. We service all of Missouri down into northern Arkansas and eastern Kansas.
Wow. Okay, so you're right here in the Tornado Alley.
Yes, yes.
She has the primo territory.
That's right, yeah. And we happen to. We've been a dealer here for 15 years, so we got in right before Joplin. So,
So for somebody that has no idea what Family Safe is, can you explain what Family Safe is and, the products that you have? Because you have a few different products there.
Well, it's mostly the above ground storm shelters, but there's different aspects, different sizes. So our smallest size is a 4 foot by 4 foot shelter. It's FEMA rated for 2 to 4 people. And then we go up all the way to an 8 by 12 is our largest shelter we can build. So those you can incorporate within a new home construction. We've done them in school districts.
Oh, wow.
We've put several of them together with connecting doors in some smaller school districts so that all the kids and the faculty have place to take shelter during a storm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's
so, most of our installs go in the garage in an existing home, and takes my guys about an hour to install them, and then you're safe and ready to go. So if we put one in today and these storms hit tomorrow like they're supposed to, they're going to be fine.
So are you cutting concrete, re-engineering the house, doing all that stuff?
No, absolutely not. We use all Hilti products, which Hilti's the #1 anchoring company in the world. So we use all their products to anchor our shelters in. They will bring it into the garage, set it where the customer wants it, and then they use an epoxy anchoring system. Yeah. So.
Very cool. Very cool. So it's not a huge ordeal to get this. It's something very easy.
Yeah. Drill holes into the concrete. Use the epoxy. Sometimes they'll use wedge anchors as well. But it's pretty simple. In and out in about an hour.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I was in the Tuscaloosa tornado a little bit before the Joplin one, and we were discussing before we got on the air. You go to the basement, and yes, you're in a basement. Yes, that's safer than being upstairs, but you're still not in an actual shelter. And my family's house, we've got one of your guys' systems in it, and it's amazing. I mean, it's just the stress level just drops so much,
Mind. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you don't, and that's what we hear a lot. Well, I have a basement, I don't need a shelter. That's not true.
Yeah,
unless you have a safe room built into the basement, you're not safe. What are you going to do if that house collapses on top of you during a tornado?
Not that you can't get hurt in a smaller tornado, but
Absolutely.
when you're actually in a big one, like, it's really not the small ones you care about, it's the big ones. It's all of them, but it's one of those. When we were in the Tuscaloosa tornado, it literally sucked the air out of us, and our house imploded on itself when it did that. And we were in a basement, and we were in the original farmhouse in the community, and we were safe, but we had neighbors that weren't safe, that didn't make it because they did what they could, and this product could have saved a lot of lives.
Yeah.
We have a lot of clients coming in from out of town, and it is known around here that tornadoes are a threat. And so it's always great. We always recommend Family Safe for clients that are buying homes, whether it's basement or not, just to have that peace of mind, because that's something that's on people's minds.
Right.
And it's crazy because, you get a little bit of a heads up when it's coming in and the storm's happening, and we kind of get used to it around here. We're all standing outside watching it. But but what's important is we've got to make sure our families are safe. And so having a product like that in our home, to where we have the peace of mind, we can hop in there if we need to. I mean, it's what's more important than that. Truly.
Right. And with new home construction, there's multiple things that we can do with them. We're currently building a house, and it's our pantry. Inside the home, we've turned them into master bedroom closets. We have turned them into laundry rooms. There's a house in Marlboro Manor that was on the Parade of Homes a few years ago, and the laundry room in that house was our storm shelter.
Really?
So many cool ideas you can do with them. They don't have to be freestanding in the garage. So if you're building new construction, check us out.
Absolutely. Now, whenever they're drawing up plans, it's important to get with you pretty early on in the stage, right?
Yes, especially if they're going to put it within the home.
Yeah.
We've got to come in as soon as stem walls are poured and the floor is in, the floor joists are in. We need to come in and set the shelter before they start the framing.
Very good.
Because it's all one unit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That's really good to know. So if you're in the build process or you're thinking about it, make sure to have Family Safe on your list to call and have a conversation with before you get everything laid out.
Yeah, and I've had people send me their plans before. I don't know where to put it. Don't know what it. I said, send me your plans. I'll look over them. See what the best option would be, and then I've helped several customers do that.
Yeah, and a 4x4, you can find some space.
You'll
for
find
that.
a
You know
spot.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
pretty tiny.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're building a new house and you have kids, you don't want a 4x4.
What's the ballpark starting price on something like that?
About $6,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, to have peace of mind in your family, I mean,
$6,000.
it's a no-brainer in my opinion.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely.
So we're obviously here at this HBA event. What's the reasons, or what drew you to be a part of HBA in that sense?
It just helps us get our name out. I mean, somebody's looking for shelters. I would hope they would go to the HBA website, because there are a lot of companies that are not legit out there. Joplin proved that, a lot of shelter companies popped up, and they're just not a legit company, and people are having issues now. We try to stay as in tune with the community and the HBA as we can.
Yeah.
And that goes back to the point on the HBA. It's the glue of the community and the construction that really, if you go to the HBA website and look at the vendors and the participants, they're real. They're
These
not
are
the
the
fly-by-night
trusted
ones. They're not just taking a paycheck to get somebody to put their name on their website. They're
Right.
vetting people. You have to get a sponsor. You have to go through the whole thing. So if you're looking for anything home-wise, it's such a great resource in our community to do that.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we're thankful for you. If anybody's thinking about getting a system in their home, or maybe their building, they're wanting to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Where do they reach out? Where do they find you at?
So our website is familysafemo.com.
Okay.
They can go there, request a free quote. It comes straight to my email, and within 24 hours, I'll have them a quote sent out.
Sounds easy.
Usually even over the weekends. Not all the time, but most of the time.
You sound like a business owner. I don't know.
She does.
Just take great pride in our product. Or they can call me at 417-732-SAFE.
Perfect. Well, that makes it real easy.
Love it.
Well, very good. Thank you
Yep.
for joining us. I know you got a lot of things moving.
Absolutely. Amber, what house are you at?
I was at the Marshfield house this morning,
Yep.
so the
Yes.
same Flint Rock
Very cool.
builders that
Yep.
are here. So I was out there this morning.
Yep.
Beautiful home and
Awesome.
new subdivision going in.
Yep.
So
Yep.
check it out for sure.
Very
Yep.
good.
And you got to use the app to find it, right?
That's right.
You got to
Yes,
use
do.
the app.
You have to use the app. I'm like,
Yes.
this address is not pulling up.
Yep. It puts a drop in the middle of a farm field, so you got to
Yes.
make sure you get the right place.
Make
That's
sure,
correct.
download the app, get your ticket. If you're going to any of these houses, they are new builds, most of them.
Yeah.
And so sometimes the address on the map is not quite right. So if
Yeah.
if you've got the app, follow that one, because that's where it's at.
Yes.
So very good. Well,
Yep.
thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
yeah.
it.
Have a great rest of your day.
Thank
Alrighty.
you.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight in the orbit of Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions. The shuttle has cleared the tower. Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I am with Jonathan and Cindy. They are with Flint Rock, and we are at this premier home for this Parade of Homes. If you haven't already, download the app, get your ticket, come out here to this incredible home. We're actually going to highlight this specific home. It's the highest price home on the Parade of Homes. It's one of my favorite houses in Springfield altogether. It's on the market, and so Jonathan is going to help us sell this place right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a gorgeous home. Like I was saying, we give Cindy, my mother, we kind of gave her the floor plan and gave her carte blanche and just told her to make it gorgeous, and she definitely did that. And just something else unique that it comes with this house is that $50,000 in incentives. So it just makes it that more appealing. They could use it to, they want to buy down the rate a little bit more, just make their payment cost, or that's something we offer on all levels of homes that we do. So we can get people tomorrow's interest rates at today's home prices.
It's great, yeah.
So it just buyers an advantage.
Yeah, Flat Branch has a great range of homes, and so when it comes to any buyer, any client, you guys have the home for them. And we've been talking so highly of this home. We've had the honor of being able to spend the time here, and we are honored to have the person that really designed this whole property. One of the most unique homes on the market, I believe, and there's so many great things about it. So Cindy, could you kind of share with us some of the most impactful and most important parts of this home that you designed, and how it can, this next family that moves into this house, how they can have this lifestyle in this home?
Yes. When Travis first brought me the floor plan and I looked at it, I saw that the house was glass and tied to the nature outside. I mean, it was perfectly together, and so I knew we needed to accentuate what was outside. So our colors are based on greens, and of course from the trees and the leaves, and then you're going to see reflections of the sky, the color there, and of course the wood on the trees, our floors, and we do It's tied together to merge a beautiful look that is very contemporary, but we pride ourselves on livable luxury.
Yeah.
And nothing is precious in this home. It's all livable, and a family would enjoy it greatly. The space we're in now is part of the master bedroom suite. When we've built a sanctuary, a retreat for the home.
Absolutely.
And so this could function, this room right here, as an office or a library. But then you go into the master suite, enter through a double door, and you're looking at two gorgeous rooms, one for the bed area and sleeping area, and there's a double fireplace that walks over. You can walk over to another area, and you're seated in an all-glass outlook to enjoy with your friends and family. It's outset with a bar and a wine cooler, so you can have drinks. But in other respects, on family living, you could have your kids piled on the bed in the other room watching TV while you all are having a conversation. It's also built for entertaining too. Of course, you don't think about entertaining in the bedroom like we're like, well, I guess you can, but if you want to bring your friends up and enjoy cocktails with a beautiful view, it's got a great floating wraparound deck outside.
What you mentioned with the glass and bringing the outdoors in, there's multiple spots where there's truly outdoor living, whether it's on the deck in the front, whether it's on the patio in the back. There's multiple spots where it just feels like you brought the outdoors inside and vice versa. So it's really an incredible space.
It's very enjoyable, and you do feel like you're in the country, even though you're in the city, and we're so close to so many amenities. I mean, you've got lots of options for shopping very, very close.
Absolutely. Convenience here is unbelievable. It's in really, truly one of the best spots in Springfield anyways, altogether. Now, when it comes to the main living area, the kitchen, can you talk us through some of the design that you chose for those spaces?
The kitchen is, you must see it. I mean, if you haven't been over here, you must see it. The cabinets are all custom made. They're clear hickory, and they are a flat panel design, and it's blended with some pleated aspects in the hood and on the front of the island that are in walnut. And we've repeated that 3 times. So the door into the pantry I designed, it has the clear hickory as a background, and then it has the walnut slats that go horizontal or vertical on it, and leads into a pantry, a prep kitchen. And we've done darker shades of green in there to pull it all together. And it also has a drawer, refrigerator, and freezer there. So
it does. Yeah,
very handy.
That pantry, that prep kitchen is incredible. I love that door. It almost hides it away too.
Yeah.
And it's almost camouflaged there, but when you open it and you realize what that is, it's an incredible space.
It looks kind of like part of a wall, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah, it absolutely does. And then when you go downstairs into the basement, can you share a little bit about the space down there as well?
The space down there is another great area for the cleaning, and it's a walkout too. And it also has in the mechanical room a dog spa, so you can clean up your dog.
Wow, yes.
Great workout room, and great dining area, bathroom, possibly 2 more bedrooms, lots of space in it.
Yeah.
And it's very usable space. It's all open.
I think of families with teenage kids to have that space where you have a little bit of space in between your living space, and if you have people over, you can be on the main floor, and if they're a little bit more messy, then you can kind of hide them away down there. But it's a great space for hosting as well.
It is, and it's quiet. If you've got teenagers and they're noisy and they've got everything going on down there. One day I was here and there was lots of contractors downstairs and there was a lot of noise, and I was on this level. You could hardly hear anything. It's very well insulated.
Oh, it's great. And then the back view, you have the trees back there.
Yes.
It just feels like you're in nature once again. And so I think we kind of mentioned earlier, but with this master suite on this level, we're actually in the space that would be the perfect office, this perfect space to just retreat. And I think it's incredible. What gave you the idea for this space as well?
This is, it was unusual, and I thought this is something that I hadn't ever seen, and people who are looking at a lot of them say the same thing. But when you're thinking about a sanctuary type living, you need all kinds of rooms.
Yes.
So if you were working from home, this is where you would want to do it from.
Yes, yes.
And it saves having to go up and down the stairs Of course, like I said, you've got a little wine wine refrigerator so you can treat yourself during the day if you so desire and go back to work. It also has the room that could serve as a nursery if you were a young family or had children that you didn't want to leave downstairs during the evening. Now, we have it set up as a game room today. Yeah. So if you like to play games or your kids like to play games, it's somewhere they can go.
Everybody on the same level right here. It's a great space. And I love this office space because there's so much natural light.
Yes.
You're not going to be bogged down. It's not dark. It's like a breath of fresh air.
And we didn't talk about the entryway, but
how did we not talk about that?
The entryway makes a great statement, and it's a place where, if you're having guests over, you can or an hors d'oeuvre and set in it. It's got enough room you can sit down and visit primarily and establish to the house.
Yes, man, it's incredible. And Jonathan, so if somebody were to walk through this place and they love it and they want to take a look at it, want to get more information on it, what's the best avenue to do that?
Well, if they haven't been able to make it over here first, we do have a 3D tour of the property on our website. It's flintrockhomebuilders.com. They get scheduled with me or somebody else on our team. They can come walk through it. Or if they've got a trusted realtor they'd like to work with, we're happy to work with them as well. We can give them access to the house. That way they can tour it, have a private tour themselves.
Yeah. If this is the perfect weekend, though, to come out here, take a look. It's perfectly staged. There's lively music. There's snacks, and it's just an amazing time to come out, take a look, get some ideas. Maybe they don't want this one. They want to build their own with Flint Rock, and there's an option there too. But I don't know why somebody would not want this house. I want this house, so I'm just
building one of their own. Whether they need to find the lot, we can help them that with too, or if they already have land they want to build on, and they just need help with the design process. Sydney can walk them through them from foundation to finish. And help them truly make it their own, or like we kind of did with her, it's like, here's some of the color palettes and stuff we like, here's some ideas, go nuts,
Well, seeing the finished product truly does take your breath away, and seeing what you guys can do, I mean, I don't know, there's so many unique things about this home that you guys have done an incredible job on. So we're thankful, we're truly honored to be able to host this here at this home. It's a great space. There's a lot of really good activity here. And so if you haven't yet got your tickets to come to the Parade of Homes, you need to. This is a great weekend, too. It's a great time to get out, enjoy some of these properties. And so make sure download the app, get your tickets, come out today, and you might actually run into the designer of this home right here, Cindy, and you can pick her brain and you can get to know her as well. So we're so thankful for you. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
We're very, very thankful for you guys hosting. So you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
You too.
Welcome back to the 2025 HBA Parade of Homes. We are so excited to have Amy from Everlasting Homes with us today.
Yes.
And they've been crushing. They've got 15 homes being built right now. Can you imagine?
It's incredible, you know. And for the Parade of Homes, I mean, these are the highlight homes of our area. And for HBA to reach out to you to be a part of this, it speaks a lot to the quality of the builds, and so it's cool. You have a few homes on the HBA Parade of Homes this year, right?
Yes, we have 3 homes. They're all on Cavalcade. They're all in a row, so really easy to find and really easy to, check out all 3 as you go out there, and they're all different. So it's worth going into all of them.
Very cool.
Absolutely. We've been telling everybody this just to make sure you probably are tired of hearing it. But download the app, get your tickets online.
Download the app.
Use the app to get to these different properties. These are brand new homes, and so sometimes GPS doesn't quite get you there. But these are in the Wild Horse.
Wild Horse, yes.
I almost said the Lakes Up, but I think it's just Wild Horse.
Just Wild Horse for these, yes.
And so can you share a little bit about Everlasting Homes and the product? What makes them stand out as well?
Well, our builder is a Springfield native. He's been building over 20 years, so he's very experienced. These, we call them custom spec homes that we're doing in Wild Horse and Lakes at Wild Horse are really special because he doesn't build a cookie cutter style home. So as you go out there and you drive around, you can kind of sense the vibe of what he's doing, but we don't build, we're not slamming together 50 houses that all look the same. Certain things, we're always going to do handmade custom cabinets. We're always going to do quartz countertops. We're always going to have a walk-through pantry in our kitchens. That's kind of a big highlight in our homes that people really love. We usually put cabinetry and countertops and that type of thing in there.
Oh, wow.
Very good.
You're always going to see large format tile. You're always going to see Marvin windows and handmade front doors. So a lot of custom elements go into even our spec homes.
Yep. But these give you a chance to kind of design and kind of create some of the elements you want in your own home too, not just buy one that's pre-made already.
Correct. We can do that as well.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very good. So when you somebody's thinking about purchasing a home, it's always good to talk to a few different builders. When it comes to price point on these homes, is there a certain price point that they kind of stay in? I know that if you start asking for a lot, then the price can change.
But you can get, and this may sound like a lot of, it's kind of the way it is right now. You can get a really nice home out there for around $250 a square foot.
Really? Okay.
So, and that's going to get you all the finishes I mentioned, also KitchenAid appliances, everything's high end.
Yeah.
So, we're proud of them.
That's cool. That's
We have
very
a
cool.
friend that recently bought an Everlasting Home, and they have told me so many great things about it. When it comes to the quality, when it comes to the process. Now, I'm telling you, when you're building a house, there are some very big, stressful hurdles along the way.
Yes. There can be, yes. There can be, yes.
But it seems like you guys have done a great job of making those into small things or just alleviating them for the client altogether. And so,
Yes, we're a small company, so we are always working on our process, getting people from point A to point B, start to finish, and in their homes. But we don't sacrifice quality. So if it's going to take a little longer, it's going to take a little longer. We want you to be happy in the long run. 20 years down the road with your house, so we don't cut corners. We do not skimp.
no, it's great. And so we're excited. There's 3 of them on the tour.
There's 3 of them.
And so you can see 3 different flares of these incredible products that these builders have done. Are these all brand new? Are they on the market right now?
They're all brand new. 2 out of 3 are on the market. The other one expected Monday. So
Very good.
I like it. And we're going to try to get them all sold, right?
we would love to get them all sold this
So
weekend.
come out and check them out.
Yes.
Get the app. Come visit them.
Absolutely. When it comes to the process, so if somebody were to want to reach out in any way, what's the best way to reach out to Everlasting Homes?
A great way, and you can see lots of examples of our work, would be to go to our website, which is www.everlasting.homes. There's a contact us section. It's really easy to follow. And again, there you can see examples of some of our layouts, a lot of pictures, and more information about the company.
Awesome. I'm excited. I love this, like with the HBA, because there's so many different flavors. You got the different builders, you got the different price points, you've got all this different stuff that you could come see. So, man, if you're not doing something this weekend, please come out and check this out. It's awesome. They're giving away prizes at a lot of them.
Yeah,
it's a great
scavenger hunt. There's all kinds of things.
Yeah, it's such a great event. So we're really happy to have the HBA Parade of Homes back and get to meet all these great people like Amy.
Yeah. With HBA, what's the reason, or why did you guys join the HBA, and What does it make for you guys?
It's so important to stay connected to your local economy and your local community, and that's,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best way to do it. That way, all of our subcontractors are local companies, so we like to keep it to Springfield, and it's just a great way to know that if you're looking for somebody new, that these companies are vetted, and
Yeah.
you'll be able to find reviews, and just keep it local Springfield.
Absolutely. Well, we're so thankful for you to join us.
Thank you.
We've got 3 beautiful homes to highlight. Make sure you come out this weekend to take a
Yep.
look at them.
Check out Everlasting Homes. It's going to be awesome. I love it.
Get the app, buy the tickets, come to these properties. If you have any questions, Amy is going to be available to reach out. Are you at the homes all weekend?
Yep, I'll be bopping around all 3 all weekend long. So.
Perfect.
Yep.
So you might be able to find her. And if you do, she will give you a discount on the home. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Thank you for joining us. We're so excited for this incredible event. And we will be right back with our next guest.
Nailed it. Welcome back to the 2025 Parade of Homes here in Springfield, Missouri. We are so excited to have Jeff with the help me out here.
Greater Springfield Board of Realtors.
There it is.
The CEO, the one and only Jeff Kester.
Wow, what a lead-in.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
We like to keep him happy if we can.
Right? Okay. I'll go with that.
So we are so excited to have you. Obviously, we're at the Parade of Homes. We are promoting home ownership. We've got 16 incredible homes on this parade. And make sure to get the app, get your ticket. Join us this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 10 to 5. You can come and go as you please. Come to any of these homes. We have them from Marshfield to Rogersville, Springfield, and all in between. Ozark, I believe. So we've got them all over. We've got all different types of price points from $200,000 to the one we're in right now, which is $1.5 million. And so we love to highlight home ownership and what it can do for you. So as the CEO of the Greater Springfield Board of Realty, what does this look like for you? Why are you excited about the HBA and what it's doing in our community?
Well, first of all, I love the Parade of Homes. I remember coming to houses in this event back when even I was a weein'. That was a long time ago. So it's great to see. I love to see the innovation. I mean, I walked through this house. It's amazing. Just to see the new stuff. But yeah, home ownership. I actually, so I did new member orientation. So brand new baby realtors this morning.
Oh, man.
And skulls full of mush.
I really hope that you're not going to say a stat that we say and that we've been wrong about this whole time. So be careful with what you say here.
Well,
We're just saying stats, and I hope they're right now.
No. I'm not going to do stats. Look, it's Friday. I'm going to do math. Okay?
I'm
But
with
yeah,
him.
what I was telling them this morning is that so when we're working with buyers and sellers, we're not just serving the people who are buying and selling today. We're really working with generations of their. That's what America is about. It's real property ownership, the wealth that people can investment they'll ever make, and gaining that equity is what creates real true wealth, but also the next generation.
Yeah.
So those of us who have had generations of that real wealth building, everybody likes to think, they're a self-made person, but we're not. Of what generations of ancestors for us, and we're not just transacting real estate, that we're impacting the community, that we're generations that aren't even born yet, and their ability to navigate life, giving them a lead, a head start. And I think that's so the natural relationship between the Board of Realtors and HBA. I mean, HBA does the same thing. I mean, you can build a house without being a member of the HBA. You can help buyers and sellers without being a realtor. But what HBA membership says and what realtor membership says is that we can be better and do things in a much greater way and have a much more holistic and altruistic benefit to our community by adhering to, hey, we want to do this a better way. And I think that's what HBA means to me, is that these are people in the industry that come together and say, this is more than just putting nails and sticks together. This is about building homes and about allowing people to do just that wealth creation, and aside from just the quality of life in the present. So.
And we've been saying this a lot today. It's the glue as well of the community. These builders, I mean, some of these have built potentially thousands of houses in our community. And to have that good rapport and then the relationships with the HBA and the different people that all funnel into that, and it gives buyers and people of our community a place to go find a resource to be able to connect with these people. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I think sometimes in the day-to-day, and the stress is even more now that we've got all the technology dragging us from one area to another, but we sometimes forget that we are part of a community.
Yeah.
That we are not just trapped inside of our own little bubbles watching Netflix and all of the scary stuff that they've got going on right now. But we are part of a greater community, and so when we are involved in business actions, we're just dealing with the people in our community that want to move at that particular moment. Yeah. But our duty and our calling is higher than that.
It makes me think, when you're buying or building a home, it's not just numbers that you're throwing together. It's not just a transaction. It's truly a relationship that you're building with somebody, like you said, that's going to impact them for generations. Home builders that are building affordable homes, or these home builders that people have been able to afford much nicer homes as well, they're shaping the trajectory of the families of these people. That's allowing them to gain appreciation in their property and something real. It's giving them pride and ownership and what they're building, and it's showing them and their families that we're not here that's just, we're truly building something that can last, and it's showing grandkids that they can do the same thing as well. And so that's what I love about this organization, even about this event, is we talk about it a couple times. I think the buyer is in their late 30s. Much younger than that, and there's reasons for that. There's affordability, there's interest rates, all the, but there's a decade there of lost appreciation, of lost wealth that could have been gained.
Right.
And sometimes it's doing the hard thing early, making the commitment early, that's going to bring the wealth long term. And it's hard. There's really building homes that work for them in the dust.
Well, so there's another great benefit of HBA, and we're HBA to try to, in our communities, it is. You're right. It is a lost decade of wealth building and a lost decade of equity for some of those folks. And while I'm not saying, okay, so you graduate college and you get married and you have a house and then there's
a lot of different paths.
It's not the 1950s,
yeah.
But a lot of that outside of interest rates is how focused a community or a marketplace is on creating those opportunities. And unfortunately, we've had some lost years, particularly in Springfield, where we haven't solved a lot of those issues. And how do we create those opportunities? How do we deal with development? How do we just let people build things?
Yes.
And we're working very closely with HBA within the community and advocacy programs to assist in that, so somebody doesn't have to wait until much later than they should to get into that market.
And that's the heartbeat of our community, right? If people aren't buying homes and growing, and whether it's the first home or the second home or the eighth home, it doesn't matter. If we're not building and growing, this can be, you're either growing or you're dying, right?
Well, so nationally, home building, real estate sales, all the things that go into that, either directly or indirectly, are responsible for around 18% of the gross domestic product of the largest economy on Earth.
Huge.
So almost 1/5 of the largest economy is around housing.
Wow.
Yeah. So when you translate that into local numbers, and we're not going to because it's Friday and we're not going to do math, but you translate that into local numbers, and there can be a huge economic engine missing.
Yep.
If we as a city, as a county, as a region aren't focused on that.
Yep.
If you depress that engine or it's not running, we're missing the boat. And I hear a lot about other regions, and I think it's working with HBA and some other organizations, we're starting to talk about our region again.
That's good. That's very good. That's very good.
We are truly thankful for your leadership. As a real estate company ourselves, we're thankful for what you're doing for our community and for our industry. I'm curious, what's something that you're optimistic about within the next 3 to 5 years within our industry?
So there's this. I think it's a a choice on the part of many in the industry to finally grasp the idea of change and innovation. Just like any other industry, any other group of people, we tend to like the way we've been doing it because that's safe and that's secure. And I think we're really starting to plug into a lot of those innovations, which, going back to our prior discussion, can really assist in affordability and availability, which is really the key issue is availability.
That's the underlying problem we've had since '08.
You're right. Accessibility, all the A words. And looking at this, so I'm watching the old movie. Well, it's old now. The Air, right? So Nike and Michael Jordan and they were talking about how the industry does all these things and Michael Jordan's mom had suggested doing something differently, and he was like, well, Mrs. Jordan, that's not really how it works. That's not how the industry really... but he goes ahead and he talks to Phil Knight, and Phil Knight goes, so why can't we do that? And I think the industry is evolving more because there's more people going, why can't we do that? Who decided that this limit on our own industry exists? Why don't we try this new thing, or why don't we access this new technology? And I think that there's more realtors, there's more builders, and there's more people associated with housing that are willing to, and that's monumental. That's monumental. So
that kind of loops in. We've got a podcast called Founders Table, and we talk a lot about business development and things like that.
Yeah.
And what we've noticed with the younger generation is when you lead a business and you lead an organization, the younger people, it's not that they don't want to work, it's not that they don't care, it's not that they're not whatever it is, it's they want to know the why behind it.
Right.
And if you don't give them the why behind it, they're not going to join in and do it, because you have the why on anything you've ever wanted on earth. In 8 seconds I could tell you what that is, and they've grown up with that. We didn't. These kids they can get technology and they get answers faster than anybody can even believe it. So the fact that we sit there and go, well, you just do it because you need to do it, goes back to the point, well, why have you always done this in real estate, or why? Right. They go, why? And it's not disrespectful. It's, they don't know. They can find out in 8 seconds, and if we're not giving them a pathway to do that and expanding that, we're going to get left behind.
Well, without with the access to information, they don't have to rely on, because that's how Grandpa said we did it.
Because I said so.
Because I said so. Oh, God. Well, as the father of 3, I can guarantee you that doesn't work. Yes, yeah.
Well, we are thankful for your time. We're thankful for the optimism, too, of as there's changes happening, how we can lean into it rather than be afraid of it and grow into that.
Well, for every obstacle, there's an opportunity, right?
Absolutely.
No one said there was cameras. I have a face for audio. I wasn't told that I was...
You got a DJ face?
Yeah. On the best of days. Yeah.
Well, we are thankful for you to join us. We're excited about this event. I mean, these are the types of events that are going to promote that home ownership and show people what they can dream of. I remember coming when I was in my 20s, dreaming about, maybe at some point I could build something like this. And so to watch and grow and think through, as I have those dreams and those focuses and make steps to get there, it just promotes and grows me as a man and as my family and all of those things. And so I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for you. Make sure that you get your tickets and come out to this event all weekend.
And download the app.
Yes, it is. It's actually really busy. Like you've heard a lot of noise.
Crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cars out there, and so it's
we've
fun.
seen in the real estate industry the last 2-3 weeks have hit a stride that we haven't seen since probably April.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's starting to hop. I think interest rates are finally falling enough, and going on some of our conversations and stuff. I think that if you're curious and you have questions about this and what does it look like to be a part of the HBA, or I'm looking at building a home, or I'm interested in buying my first property, whatever that is, get on the GSBOR, find a good realtor, reach out. We can help. Obviously, you can help. All of them.
We have some people.
You have
some people.
You have. Yeah.
Yes.
And and you might be surprised at the opportunities that are out there. Truly.
Yeah. You know what? I'm probably taking up too much time, but I want to say that everybody in their own life has a reason why they want to go from point A to point B. They want a smaller home. They want a bigger home. They want a home in a different area, and we all have that in our lives. And then sometimes we make the mistake of turning on TV or a media source,
Yep.
and that it's just full of negativity. And I think you do you, and you go according to your life plan and your needs. And I bet that there is a realtor or a builder that can help you get there, despite what the talking heads on
Yeah,
TV say.
absolutely. Innovation, creativity.
Yeah,
there's-
listen to this podcast. Don't listen to
Listen to ours.
some of these other sources.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Very good. Well, hey, thank you so much for joining us. We are thankful. We will have our next guest on here in just a few minutes. And stick around. Make sure to get those tickets. Come out to these beautiful homes. They range from $200,000 all the way to $1.5 million. Incredible design. Great ideas for in the future if you're building or remodeling even. So thanks so much. We will see you soon.
Welcome back to the 2025 Parade of Homes. I'm super excited to be here with Eden and John today, and they are with Motto Mortgage. And we were just having a great conversation that probably should have been filmed before this. Tell us about your business. Tell us what you guys do. And then we can kind of get into some of the nuts and bolts, because I think what we were talking about was super powerful for a lot of people to understand.
Okay. So, Motto Mortgage Custom Advantage, brand new. We've had our doors open for about 6 weeks now. So
now let me interrupt though. But you guys are a part of the Flint Rock group.
It is.
And you guys have been doing the real estate world, building homes, things like that for how long?
Well, Eden's dad, my brother. We're very much a family affair.
Yeah.
It's about 2006. We're generational dairy farmers. So. That's why it's no big deal for us to all work together. We didn't have a choice whenever we were growing up, getting the cows fed.
It's a little cleaner, I would assume.
Oh, yeah. There's those times whenever it's raining for 6 weeks and you got a closing date coming up and you got to find one way or another to get that yard in.
Love it.
So it's made it really easy as far as transition and working together. It's like I'm saying, it's when you have to get up and make sure the cows are milked and fed before you ever go to school. It's not a big deal.
Yep. It's very evident you guys are a get it done style family and coming from the country doing that. So, I'm sure you guys have your customers' best interest in heart and trying to fight for them for the best rates and get them in the best packages you can get them into. And
which kind of speaking about that, Drew, that's kind of, so we're of course a family affair, and that's why we wanted to join on with this Motto Mortgage Custom Advantage. We saw how easy it was to kind of work together, and we wanted that to happen to our clients.
Yeah.
So when you buy a Flint Rock home, you get connected with me. I'm the loan officer. We talk through kind of finance options for you, and we want this experience to not be where, okay, you got to do this, you get a home. We want it to be different. Person has such a different life. You have such different finances, different credit scores, of course. Let's figure out the right way for you and keep it in-house so this process can be seamless. Especially, this is one of the most expensive purchases of your life.
Absolutely.
It's where your family's made, it's where your home is. Let's make it easy.
And it's intimate and personal, right? Mm-hmm. And like that's something that, when you get online and you get something or you see some national corporate company send a mail to your house, it's not the same experience that you get when you can come to Springfield or go down the street from your house and meet the person that you're actually talking to. Tell me about that.
So kind of with that, of course, we want the family aspect. We want you to come in, use Flint Rock, buy their homes, but we're also going to do other homes.
Yep.
And speaking on that, we have the family atmosphere. We have the first time home buyer. Yeah. But we're also really into the investments. That's where our family thrives, is especially real estate investments. I've started some. And I know there's people out there who want to be a first-time investor, or they just want to get into it. And real estate's that perfect spot. I want them to be able to call, talk to me, talk about, hey, do I want to buy a house to live in? Let's invest. Because 401 can understand as it is, but owning a home is
real
really
properties is definitely a huge wealth builder in our
tangible
country.
Assets. Yes.
Yep. I love it. So tell me about if you're, you do first-time home buyer loans. Do you guys do FHA? Do you guys do VA loans? Tell me about the different programs you guys offer for people.
Let's talk really about one of our other homes in the Parade of Homes is in Marshfield.
Yep.
That's where one of our subdivision is. It's really for those like first-time home buyers or family-oriented, or you just want to step into something without breaking the bank.
Yep.
So immediately when I think Marshfield, it's a rural area.
Yep.
We were going to do a USDA loan, put 0% down. Most of the time, you can get deposits. Deposits on rentals. So
first, second month's rent plus the first month's rent. Yeah. And I know there's asterisks and stars and with approved credit language. When you buy one of those entry-level new builds, what's the monthly payment on that?
So, of course, it depends, what the price of the house is.
Yeah, tons of stuff. But what are you seeing somebody get into a house? What's kind of that bottom range? And what I'm getting at is comparing that to a rent.
Oh, yeah.
I would assume a lot of people could probably buy a home for less than they're renting houses for right now.
Yes, I did one the other day out in Marshfield, and without taxes and insurance, of course, it was about $1,250 a month.
Isn't that amazing?
Mm-hmm. Especially using our Flint Rock builder credits.
Yep.
We use that $10K, which comes when you buy a Flint Rock home and you use their preferred lender.
Yep.
We can use it to either closing costs, upgrading the home a little bit, or my favorite is buying down the rate.
So explain the buy down, because I think a lot of people that kind of goes over people's heads. Let's learn what that is. Educate us on that.
Okay, so the buy down, you're going to hear a lot of people call it buying down points.
Yep.
Now, points are the percentage of the home, what it costs, and that's how you buy down your interest rate. But really what it is you're just buying down this fixed interest rate to make the house payment lower. So it has to make sense. You don't want to put 50 grand toward buying points when you're not going to make up that money for the whole 30 years.
Yep.
But let's say in the next 2 years you don't think that interest rates are going to really change. They're going to go up or something like that. So let's buy it down and let's get us into that rate that we want right now.
Yeah.
And then later on, if rates drop to back at 3%, let's hope it's 3%.
Oh, wouldn't that be the day? Yep.
But and then you're stuck with that payment the rest of the time, or you want to get equity out of your home. There's just so many different ways with home ownership that you can make your life just better.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people right now are pretty bullish on the fact that we think interest rates are coming down. That's gonna happen. And what we were talking about before we got on here, and I'll flip this to you because I know you do a lot of the real estate side too. What happens in the market when the interest rates do start coming down, like we're seeing?
Yeah, so like we were talking about, you kind of hear a lot of right now where, it's turned into a buyer's market. Inventory starting to go up. Inventory is still at half of what it was before COVID.
Yep.
So once the interest rates probably get down to the mid fives, that's just pure speculation on my part. But I assume once you see it around there again, you're going to start to see a run at the market again. And
Well, there's so many people that are stuck, right? They've got a 2-point-something, 3-point-something interest rates. Well, I've had 2 kids, or we've had a kid, or we need to downsize, whatever that is. And this is a big concept to understand. If you look right now and you have a 2-point-something, you ain't moving. It ain't happening. Yeah. But today, it's starting to slide. Seeing those rates fall, and some people are getting loans now in the 5s. The really good credit people are in the 5s, and a lot of the average stuff's in that low 6s. When that thing hits, we're going to see what's already a low inventory, a couple thousand houses on the market. You're going to have a lot of people that say, you know what, I can suck up and handle another $200 a month payment. That's not as big a deal as double stacking kids in the back bedroom.
But what probably those people that may have those 2 or 3% interest rates, as long as they get early enough into COVID, they've probably got
15, 20.
I was going to say % equity in their house, so they do it right. They can almost make it a walk. Probably not exactly, but make it a lot more palatable.
Absolutely.
So
that's something, you're kind of gambling, right? And that's something that's awesome about what you guys are doing on the downs and with Flint Rock, using the bonus bucks, the builder's credit. So using that, you can actually go buy a new home right now, and you can buy it at today's price. You can do your buy down, and then hopefully, which I pretty safe bet, but the interest rates are going to go down. Then you can refinance them, and you've used that money, so you're not paying big right up front, and then you can refinance it and get it in something where you're locked in for your 15, 20, 30-year mortgage and get it really affordable. And then you're pre-buying it almost, instead of having it when there's no houses available and the prices go back up.
Exactly. That's your favorite line, is get the interest rates of tomorrow today.
Yep.
Because when interest rates come down, home prices go up. So
and I think something that people, like, if you don't understand this, because this is a really complicated conversation, right?
And it changes all the time.
And it changes all the time. So if you're watching today and you're going, man, that's me, and this is exactly why I rent and I don't buy, because I know my rent is $1,700 a month and I don't have to worry about it. Well, get educated. Find somebody.
Knock, knock, me.
Yeah, find somebody, call, and we can educate you and do that. And I think that's what this is about. And looking at the HBA and looking at the different loan officers and people that you can talk to, get with the Flint Rock crew and let's have a conversation. And you can teach them what they need to know so they can create wealth for their family, they can create income for their family, and they're going to have something that's their own, real property that's an investment for life, not just throwing money to investors, which...
Especially, isn't that just the American dream? It's
100%.
just home ownership, family. That's what it's really all about.
Yep. I love it. Guys, thank you so much. If somebody's watching right now and they want to get a hold of you and they want to start learning, what's the best way to get a hold of you guys?
So we have our website. It's modomortgagecustomadvantage.com. But we've also, you can just give me a call or a text at 417-543-9823.
Then you also go to flintrockhomebuilders.com. There's a link to Model Mortgage as well. You can start the process there, and you can even see what inventory we have coming up and what future projects we have coming up as well.
I love it. Thank you guys so much.
So much
Thank you.
for-
Yep.
the 2025 Parade of Homes.
Yes,
We
yes,
are
yes.
super stoked to be here.
I cannot believe it's already, what, is it 3 o'clock?
Oh my gosh.
It has been nuts. There's been all kinds of people here having great conversations, checking out these beautiful homes. There's 16 homes out here, 14 stops. Make sure to get your tickets. Come out. We've open all weekend long, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 10 to 5.
I love it.
So make sure you're swinging
I
out
can't
here.
wait. These houses are awesome.
Yeah, we're hanging out at the premier home. That's unbelievable. But I'm ready to see some of the other houses on the tour. So
Yep.
it'll be cool.
We've talked about with a lot of different guests about a lot of different things, and most of them are home related. And this guy, Chris
Carpenter.
We're excited to have him, and it's about cars, and it's really a cool. What he does is a really neat.
It's an avenue for
Yeah.
just like with everything. You know, we talked to somebody about remodeling the home and being the liaison for the person.
Exactly right.
This is a really cool system, and we're excited to dump into it. His company is called Autopilot, and it's a system that takes all the headache out of purchasing or trading in or selling a car. So, Chris, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
So, can you give us a overview of your business, what you do, and how it works for your clients?
Yeah, so basically we cover the whole sales process for them. We help people from A to Z, from the car search to the negotiation, the financing portion, as well as the aftermarket product conversation, and just dealing with dealerships. So we basically are just the liaison, like you said, for people looking to buy a vehicle.
Okay, very cool. I know when you go to purchase a vehicle, if you're in a dealership, it can take hours, and I would gladly hand that off to somebody else.
Yeah.
Especially when you start talking trade-in, start talking
Yeah, there's so
financing.
much to it, and to be able to say, this is what I want, this is what it is, go find me the best deal you can. And we were talking before we got on the air that he goes, there's not a deal that I've ever done that I haven't paid for myself.
Yeah.
By him negotiating and doing the whole package for him.
Whatever your fee is, you're going to save that money anyway.
Absolutely.
So you might as well do it. So, first of all, are you a local company? Do you branch out? Where are you based at?
So I live in Nixa, lived here for about 5 years now, and my business partner is one of my best friends. He lives down in South Florida.
Okay.
So we've done deals everywhere from Pennsylvania to Missouri to down to Florida as well.
Yeah,
Really?
nowhere too far that you can't negotiate a deal.
Everywhere in the U.S.
That's cool. So talk to us about your ideal client, what their situation is. When they're calling you, what are they calling you about, and how are you helping them in their situation?
So really, the ideal client is anyone buying a vehicle. So I've dealt with people with rougher credit scores as well as 800 plus credit scores. People with bad negative equity situations, as well as people with just trying to pay cash for a vehicle. Okay. So ideal client is really anybody and everyone who's just willing to save time, money, and stress when buying a car.
Very cool. So you talk to the bank, the dealership. You're in the full process the whole way.
Yes. So the only thing we don't do directly is just speak to the bank.
Okay.
Now, I was a finance manager as well in dealership, so I know what banks. When I get the idea of somebody's credit and their situation, I know kind of what banks to steer them towards to get a pre-approval, what credit unions to look at, so that way whenever they go to the dealership, they're not going to get their interest rate marked up.
You can literally help them find the path for the best financing. You can help them find the car. You can negotiate the price for them. You can help them with trade and getting the best negotiated price and the trade value of the car. Like, it's a no-brainer if you're.
That is incredible. Yeah. What kind of cost is it to the client?
So if we do the whole deal for you, the vehicle search, the negotiation, and everything, it's only $699.
Okay.
And then we have 2 other packages, one for $299, where you just have us in your pocket for 30 days, and if you want to negotiate your own deal and search for your own vehicle, we just kind of guide you along the way. Okay. And then we also do an hour-long, $99 one-on-one call for anybody who's just looking for the best information and tips and tricks on how to buy a car.
So somebody's at a dealership and they're like, "Hey, we're here. We want to pull the trigger on this car." You can set up a call with you for $100.
Yeah,
absolutely. You kind of walk them through the process.
Yep.
Very good. And then the highest end one, you're dealing with the whole process.
The whole process.
So are they even at the dealership? Like, they get the financing and you're doing the rest?
So sometimes they never go to the dealership. Sometimes they do. It just depends on what the client wants.
Okay.
So, for instance, we did a deal a month ago for a Turo owner down in Florida. He has a fleet of like 9 Turo vehicles, and his whole deal was remote. So we negotiated the whole deal for him, got all the paperwork done directly from the dealership with him, signed through email, and then they delivered the car right to his house. So he literally never left his house to buy the car.
That's amazing.
Wow. Very cool. So even with businesses, you can help with fleet as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I see that, especially with our home builders. If you want to get a couple construction trucks or whatever that is, you can literally call you, go do the legwork, do the hunting, figure out who has what in stock, when it can be in, what matches the specs, organize the best price, and get it all put together. That's
absolutely. And especially with business owners, like, they just don't have time to deal with dealerships and those, shady tactics and tricks. So
and the games and the whole
exactly.
Yep.
Especially what I've experienced with business owners, just being a salesman and being owner of Autopilot, is a lot of them know exactly what they want. They know they want an F-150 with these features on it, and they know they need to spend this amount of money.
Yeah.
So with them, they never really go into the dealership and test drive and choose what they want. They already know. So we save a bunch of time for them by them not having to take a day off of work to go to the dealership, test drive, go through all the nonsense, negotiate with people. Everything is done. So on average, when it takes about 4 to 6 hours to buy a car, especially for the business owner who doesn't need a test drive, they're usually in and out of the dealership within an hour.
Wow, that is crazy. And you do all the legwork.
All the legwork.
Man, so you said you were kind of nationwide as well. So what's that process look like? Somebody call into you, go to your website, and they reach out to you? Is that the first step?
Yep. Yeah, they go to our website normally, driveonautopilot.com, or they find us on any of our socials. We do a lot of our negotiation videos we throw up on YouTube and TikTok.
Oh, very cool.
As
really
well.
Cool.
So it just kind of shows people an inside view of kind of what we do. But yeah, they'll just go on our website. We'll schedule a call. Before anybody really pays, unless they know they for sure want our services, we like to just do a discovery call, make sure that we'll fit with what they're looking for, and then just go from there.
So they literally would give you the type of car, the mileage, the price point that you're looking for. You're going to go scour the web. You're going to find it. You're going to talk to the dealer and get them where they need to be, get their trade-in set up, ready to roll. They sign the paperwork, and they're good to go.
They're good to go. Yep.
Man, I would definitely pay that for that. That's unbelievable to me. Very cool. How did you start this business?
So I've helped a lot of family and friends buy cars over the years, but my best friend Alex, who's my business partner, he was searching for a Kia van last year, and he was just going through the whole process. And especially down in South Florida, there's so many hidden fees and just a lot of tricks that dealerships run. So I helped him buy his vehicle, and through the whole process of just kind of letting him, know all the insider information, he's like, man, why don't you offer this as a service? And so him and I partnered up, and he runs all of our social media and video editing and that kind of stuff, and I just work deals.
Very cool. Yeah, when you go to like Auto Trader or something like that, you see a number, and then every single time you get to the actual closing and you're way off. It's not even close to that number. And so with fees and things like that, so it's super handy to have somebody that knows that process, that's done it 100 times, that's ready to help you as a client. So very cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How do people get a hold of you?
So driveonautopilot.com is the best way. That's our website. And if not, all of our socials are Autopilot Deals. So you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, of course. So we're kind of everywhere.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. All right. Well, if you're here this weekend, make sure, if you're in Springfield, make sure you come out to the 2025 HBA Parade of Homes.
Yes.
Buy your tickets, download the app. What else?
Make it happen. Yeah, it is beautiful today. We've got a couple hours left here, and you've got Saturday and Sunday. Get the app. Know where you're going. There's 16 incredible properties from $200,000 to $1.5 million. If you are just needing something to do this weekend, this is a perfect thing to do. It's been nuts today.
Win prizes. We're giving away a Yeti cooler, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, there's prizes, all kinds of things. So come out and be inspired. See what you like, what you don't like, and you can build whatever you would like when you see it. So come on out. It would be great. We'll see you soon. All right, we are back at the Parade of Homes. It is nice out. I'm talking to you. This space right here, you have to check it out.
It's unbelievable.
The sunlight coming in. This is the master suite of my dreams. This whole level right here is the master suite. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's sweet.
We are having a blast. We are here with Dalton from Metro Appliance. Obviously, any builder knows Metro Appliance. Like, they are the go-to when it comes to spec homes, your custom stuff as well. You guys are doing it all. I am a client and a customer there as well.
As well as I, with all the buildings we've done.
Exactly. And so we're excited to have you here. We're excited to have a conversation about, first of all, how the HBA has affected your business and what you do to join in HBA, but also how you can help clients not only on the builder side, but on the retail side as well. So could you share a little bit about Metro and what you do there?
Yeah. So Metro started in 1974 with Nick Stavros. He was selling appliances out of his garage. And fast forward to today, we've got...
All good businesses start in a garage.
Yeah, that's right. Fast forward to today, we've got 9 locations, about to have a 10th. And, our sales staff, they're trained in appliances. I came from a big box retailer. That's how I got started in the appliance industry. And I didn't really get the hands-on training like I did when I came over to Metro. So, and then the delivery drivers, they work for us, and we're employee-owned and operated.
That's a big deal that I think a lot of people don't understand. Having your own delivery drivers, not third-party people outsourced, that they don't care if it gets dent, scratched, it's not their problem.
Yep.
Shipping that is
Absolutely, and they have just as much stake in our business as what I do as a salesman up there. So they really do care about taking care of your house.
I was about to say, I know every time that your guys, when your team comes to our house, it's a professional install. It's done right. You guys care. You can tell they care. The people look like they care.
Yep.
Absolutely. So and the appliances that you carry, anything you can dream of.
Yeah.
From your basic spec appliances to custom. Can you talk a little bit about what you carry on that end?
Yeah, so we carry 60 different brands of appliances, which is huge.
All of them?
There's a couple that we miss out on, but we have a really big selection of appliances that we carry. And like you mentioned, custom homes or just your standard spec home. Yeah. We got a lot of package things that you can do, rebates that help kind of save a little bit money on the back end of things. But brands like Wolf and Sub-Zero, Monogram, Thermador, that's like in this kitchen down here. Yeah. We carry a lot of those, and then Whirlpool, GE, Frigidaire for your more spec style stuff. So
extremely competitive on pricing, which I feel like it's got to be hard because there are so many big box stores. But you guys always are you're right there on pricing every time.
Yeah. We should be neck and neck with anybody like Lowe's or Home Depot or Best Buy. And if we don't, we price match. So we try to help tackle that when it gets there. But competitive wise, we try to be very competitive with pricing.
So when it comes to builders specifically, we're at this HBA event. It's a great event, and there's a lot of builders involved with these. Some of these houses are incredible. You have, like we said, from your starter homes to your fully custom. What is the benefit for builders to work with and use and serve alongside with Metro?
Yeah, so a lot of our builders, if they're doing a big amount of volume, they've got an account there at Metro, there are some benefits as far as pricing on appliances go. We can register with a lot of the different brands that offer a builder pricing. Cool. So Thermador specifically, if you're a registered builder with Thermador and you're doing multiple houses a year, they offer you a better brand. Designers, they do the same thing with as well. So that would be the biggest benefit of working with Metro and being a builder and getting better discounts for your customers.
Absolutely. And then on the retail side, you mentioned something pretty exciting. You guys are opening up a new store. Is it more retail based, or what's that going to look like?
It will. So I don't have a lot of details on it.
Can we even talk about it?
I don't know the way you even talk about it. It's under wraps. There's a sign out in front of it.
We can't avoid it because there's a blue and white building going in Springfield. So and customers are already coming in asking, I see that I see that you're building a new location. So it is definitely on its way. It is going to be specifically, I think, just showroom.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot bigger of a showroom than what we've got on the north side right now. So I think that's their goal, is to kind of
That'll
cater.
help so much because there's so many buyers that don't live on that side of town. Construction wise, it's getting equipment in and out. But no, that'll be great for you guys.
Yeah. So, and kind of hope capture some more of that retail business that South Springfield has to offer. So,
Yeah. One of the fun things when you buy your home, I know this was for me. We use that as an opportunity to say we're going to upgrade our appliances as well. And so we went shopping and did all the thing. You say that it's going to be a better showroom than you have right now, but you've got a pretty good showroom as it is right now. We went over there. It was great to see all the different types of appliances, what they have to offer. We picked a fridge that we absolutely love, and we had just a great experience with Metro. And that's all you really hear about Metro, is they're always just top of the line.
Yep.
You can tell the pride in
customer service. Yep.
Yeah, we pride ourselves in our customer service, and we try to make sure our sales staff is up to date on everything new that's coming out, and our delivery team's great, and we're that's the whole thing we're focused on. So
you've been a part of HBA for a while. What drew you to HBA, and why are you guys a part of it?
So I think we've been with the HBA for 20 years now.
Oh man!
And the HBA really, selective is not necessarily the right word, but they try to bring in really good members. And so we pride ourselves on being a good member of the HBA. And I think it's opened up a lot of relationships with different builders and remodelers and vendors. And so when you can cultivate those relationships, as far as the building or buying process goes, you're streamlining a lot of those things. Yeah. So that's probably one of the biggest benefits to us being a part of the HBA, is just getting to know the community and the builders and things like that.
And when you refer somebody in the HBA, you have full trust that they're going to take care of your clients. The same with us. Is like when we refer to you, it's the same exact thing. We know that you guys are going to provide the best value and the best service to our clients, and we're thankful for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what do you, when it comes to Metro, when it comes to sales, what does it look like right now on?
Well, how did you get this spot? Because there's how many salesmen over there?
Yeah, we've got 12 salesmen.
Did you draw straws or arm wrestle?
No. A while ago, they had me start doing some commercial shoots for Metro, so you may see me on TV as well.
Okay.
And
we need to get an autograph.
Yeah. One of the salesmen that they had asked to, she's like, man, I'm going to stumble over my words with this. So send Dalton out there. He'll do great. So they were like, hey, you want to go do this? I was like, sure.
That's awesome.
I love it.
You get out of the office a little bit.
Yeah. Get to socialize a little bit. Make some connections.
Make some friends.
So,
we got some new friends. We met a lot of good friends today.
So yeah.
I think you're spot on with the HBA. I mean, I think that's the common thread with this, is if you're in the community, the HBA is such a great resource that you're going to get good quality people to come help you with whatever project you're working on.
Sure.
And the referrals that get passed around from the HBA and what's available for research for people to look up, they know they're going to get good people to work with.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. So throughout this parade of homes, I'm sure that most of the homes have Metro in them in some way or the other. And so,
I think we've got all but two.
Really?
All but two in the parade of homes.
Very
good.
If I remember right. That's pretty good.
One of them, number 13, is a remodel. So that might be one. They may have kept their appliances. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, it is cool. We are thankful for this event. It's a great event. And so make sure you grab your tickets. Make sure you head out here. We are going to be here all weekend at different houses, and we're excited to see all these beautiful properties. So we cannot wait. We have a few other guests here today that are coming through. We got a little bit more time this afternoon to come out here. So if you have your tickets, swing on out and take a look at a few of these properties. Some of them are close in with Springfield. Some of them are in Marshfield, Rogersville. So swing out to one or two of them and just have a great time learning and seeing and being inspired by what these builders have created. It's really a beautiful thing.
Can't wait to see you.
Yes.
The Home Builders Association of Greater Springfield invites you to the Parade of Homes, your opportunity to tour 13 luxury properties happening on October 17th, 18th, and 19th.
From cozy retreats at affordable prices to luxury estates at premier market value, there's something for everyone.
Hosted by the HBA, there's inside access to finishes, floor plans, design inspiration, and the builders who bring dreams to life.
Whether you're buying, building, or just getting ideas, this is the opportunity for you to see what Springfield has to offer.
All 13 homes open their doors for this event, so plan your weekend, bring a friend, and see what's possible right here in the Ozarks.
We can't wait to see you there.
Tour, explore, and be inspired.
This is the HBA Parade of Homes.
Hey, I'm previewing this house. It's an incredible house for one of my clients. They are looking to buy and they're looking for their dream home. And so I thought as I was previewing this place, it would be awesome for you to come along the journey with me. We could talk through 6 things that every buyer needs to know when it comes to buying a house. All right, so the very first thing that you need to do when you're starting your home search is you've got to have the right group of people around you. You need your team. This is a big investment. This is something that you need to take very seriously, and the people around you need to be taking it seriously as well. So first start with an agent. Interview a few agents, get to know them. Somebody that's professional, that knows what they're doing, that understands the process in and out, because there's a lot of steps to it. So you need to make sure that your agent is supporting you the entire way. Second, you need somebody in your corner for finances, somebody that's a financial advisor, maybe a lender, somebody that knows what's going on in the market so that you can have the best rates for your loan, or you know exactly how you're shifting your money. You also need a good insurance person. We have some great insurance providers that we work with. You might have your own, but somebody that's gonna help us understand how we're gonna insure this incredible investment that you're making. We'll also talk through title company and having the right people on your team there, inspectors as well, but you just have to make sure you go through your list and know that your team is completely supporting you. These are people you trust, people that are professionals, that they know what they're doing, and that they've got your best interest at heart. The next step is getting a pre-approval for your financing. And this is coming together with a lender that you trust, just like what we talked about earlier. You wanna have somebody in your corner on the finance side that understands, it's a professional, that's not just trying to sell you a loan, but knows what's best for you and for your family. This is gonna help us so much because it's gonna help us to see what your monthly payment's gonna be, payment, and all the fees in between. This is going to be extremely crucial for us as we start our next step of finding your dream home. All right, so you have the right people around you. You've built your team, people that you can trust and that are going to support you through the process. You've also gotten pre-approved. You gave them all your documents, you told them everything about your whole life, and they gave you a little piece of paper that said you're approved to this amount. That's where the fun begins. That's where we start our home search. You're gonna sit down with an agent and talk to them about all the different things that you want in a house. You're gonna talk about bedrooms and bathrooms, location, the style of the home, the condition that you're wanting. Maybe you want a brand new home. Maybe you want a little bit older home with character. Maybe you want a fixer-upper, all these different things. And what we're gonna do is you're gonna put it all together and we're gonna start your home search. That means getting into houses, walking through them, getting an idea of the location, talking about where your kids are gonna go to school, talking about how far you are from work. All these things are gonna work together in order to find that perfect place. We're not just looking for a box to call a house. We are looking for a place to be your home. Come check out this sweet bathroom. So you found your dream home with a bathroom like this, and we are ready to write an offer. So you've got your pre-approval. We did the home search. We found exactly what you were looking for. Now it's time to get serious. We're gonna sit down together. We are gonna write an offer on the property. This contract is gonna have a bunch of different things in it, but here's the main things. We're gonna talk about the offer price. We're gonna talk about seller concessions and earnest money, how much we're gonna put down as earnest money to make sure the seller feels good about our offer. We'll talk about closing time frame, negotiations when it comes to inspections, how much time we're gonna have for an inspector to get out there, take a look at the property in order for us to make sure that we feel super comfortable with the house. All right, that bathroom was one of my favorite parts of the house, but this is my actual favorite part of the house. It's like it's in a magazine. right, so we just talked about how you found the right home, you put an offer in. Congratulations, the seller has accepted. That means we are in our due diligence period. The house is under contract. They have accepted the terms, and it's on us to make sure that you feel comfortable about your purchase. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have in the first 10 or 15 days an inspector walk through the entire house. They're gonna go under the house. They're gonna go in the attic, on the roof, throughout the entire place to make sure that we are comfortable with the condition that the home is in. If they find something, then we have the opportunity to negotiate. Maybe there's something that's too big. We were like, hey, if we don't have this fixed, we're gonna walk away. That's fine. Maybe they find some small things and you're like, all right, I'm okay with that. We'll work on that as we go. Regardless, we are in the driver's seat. We're gonna be looking at the inspection report. We're gonna make sure that we feel good about the area. And if we have some issues that pop up, this is the time for us to negotiate and make sure that you are in the best place possible when it comes to getting to the closing table. So we got through due diligence phase and we've looked at the inspection. We feel good about certain things. We've negotiated here and there. We've got our financing contingency resolved. We found insurance for the home. We feel good about everything, and we are getting to the closing table. For most agents, this is where the relationship ends. On the day of closing, we're gonna meet at the title company. You're gonna bring your driver's license, your cashier's check with the funds, and then your lender is gonna send in the rest of the funds for the loan. This is where you officially sign and the home gets transferred into your name. It's a huge celebration. Congrats, you made it to the finish line. That's where I said earlier, most agents' relationships end, but not for us. We're gonna stay in contact. We're gonna make sure that everything is going smoothly with your home. If you have any questions, we are here for you. And beyond that, we're a resource for you. If you need somebody that's gonna work on an HVAC, or if you need something done with your home, we'd love to be there with you to walk through every step of the way. All right, those were the 6 steps to buying a home. If you would like more information, or if you're interested in buying a home yourself, reach out to me or my team at Elevate Real Estate Group. For more real estate tips, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.
Welcome back to the 2025 Parade of Homes by the Springfield Greater Home Builders Association. We are so excited to have people here. It's been an awesome day. We are winding this thing up, kind of. We're getting close.
A couple hours left today. We got 2 great days tomorrow, so make sure you get your tickets. Come on out here.
Yeah, don't miss this.
There are some incredible properties. There's some new builders to the area. I mean, it's a great space. And so make sure you come out, be inspired. Do all of the things. It'll be a great time to use this weekend to
absolutely. We're excited. We've got Jerry with us, and he's from O'Bannon Bank, and they do a lot of really cool things. And you guys are more of a country bank in the area.
That is correct.
Yep.
We're based out of Buffalo, Missouri.
Yep.
So this is our 120th year in business.
Wow, that's very cool. That's
super
very cool.
Impressive to have a business that's lived a life like that. It's
it's nuts.
Something to stand on.
Nuts.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. When did you join the HBA? And he's like, whoa, forever ago. I mean,
before
HBA,
there were records.
Yeah, HBA started in 1954, and I don't know what year you guys were founded, but it's a long time before that. So that's pretty amazing. So Jerry does a lot of the commercial lending, and he works with a lot of builders. So if you're a builder on here, or you're in the or want to be in the construction industry, about this. So Jerry, tell us what you do.
I'm a commercial lender. I'm based out of our Springfield location, which is First Watch, if you're familiar with where that is.
First Watch.
And so I've been doing this about 14 years now in lending, been with O'Bannon Bank for 8 of those years. And I've kind of found my niche specifically in the commercial lending market. Also do some ag, but worked several years in the Buffalo market. Heavy on the ag there, but less so in Springfield. Then I kind of transitioned from the ag more to that leads to here. So we work with a lot of the builders, speculative housing and multifamily. A project we can.
You're the guy. You're the guy. I like it. O'Bannon's been great. We've owned a number of businesses, and a lot of them have been rural, which I know you guys aren't just rural, but I've worked with you guys in a lot. You guys Stafford, Buffalo, Fair Grove, and your people are just fantastic to work with. It's always been a pleasure to do business with you guys, from my point of view.
To stay there till I die or retire.
Let's say retire. Let's say retire.
Whichever comes first. Right.
I love that.
We've had a number of lenders on even today, but everybody's been in the residential world. And so when it comes to lending, there's a broad range of what lending looks like. And so for somebody that's new to this idea, we have the residential. If you're looking to buy a house, you talk to a certain lender. You do something a little different. You're working on the commercial side, ag side. So could you talk to us a little bit? Somebody's looking to, maybe they want to build a few houses. They want to get into the game.
Your client that you're looking for, if somebody's watching this from the HBA or interested in the Parade of Homes, who's somebody that should come find you to see what services you offer?
I would say it's a wide range, because we work with, to take one step back, I can also help you if you just want to hire one of the builders to build your own house. I can do that construction.
Yeah.
Then we can get you to somebody that can get you in your mortgage at the end. But what we also work with is builders I've got builders that build one house at a time, and that's what they do. They build one house, they sell it, they move on to the next. We've got work with people who, we may, doing a whole subdivision, we may do. Obviously, they work with multiple banks, but, we may be doing 10, 15 at a time with them. So pretty much there is no box that says we'll fit. If you want to come take a look.
So if you're in the construction industry, for sure, reach out from that
commercial
standpoint.
buildings.
Yep.
Commercial buildings.
Yep.
So,
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So you're talking to investors.
Did you hear his interest rate? He said he was under 3%. No, I'm playing.
That's on record.
He just plugged his ears.
Now they have to buy down that rate by spending about $150,000.
Yeah, a month.
We could probably buy it down to that amount. We probably could. That loan fee would be rather high, but we could get you there.
When we make a banker giggle, we know we've succeeded.
There we go.
So projects that you've recently worked with, you mentioned, you have your people that are going to be building their home, their dream home. You can work with them on the construction side.
Correct.
You can also work with people as they're looking to maybe buy multifamily or businesses looking to purchase property. Recently, what have been some projects that you've been helping and working on that side?
As far as like someone building their own dream property, I've got most recent one that I worked on was out probably I'd say kind of between here and Stratford, and it was someone's dream home on 33 acres, and they had planned this out, and they built this rather unique kind of custom home, and it got to work with their builder on that, and it was quite a process. I had not dealt with anything that was that custom before, so we can work with something if your idea is very, very custom, or if it's something that you got a plan that the builder's built 100 times. It won't matter. We can work with you on that.
So on that, would somebody purchase the land? And then they do draws as they're building the house? So the builder takes draws out against the loan?
Yes. What we can do also, to take one step back, we loan on real estate. So let's say you found the lot and you want to buy it, and that's your goal to build your house right there.
Okay.
It's your dream spot. But you're not quite ready to build your house. We can come see us. We can loan on that raw land.
Okay.
And then you get your spot picked out, you own it, and then when you're ready to build, you can come see me again, and we can start on that. But yes, we use a draw process, and that would be the same on any level, whether it was 6 units of multifamily or whether that was you building your custom home.
Okay.
We're gonna, there's gonna be a draw system. I'd say what sets us apart is we do not require that someone strictly go through a title company. We can handle those draws in-house. With no fees on those, and so we can. There are situations when certain builders always go through a title company, and that's fine. But if you want to come to us and say, "Hey, we want to deal just with you," then they'll deal just with us, and we can take care of that for them. So we have options.
Yeah, O'Bannon's always been really, really flexible and always been able to help us do things. So I'm sure you guys are really well diversed in that.
So there's just a lot of options, I would say, we could look at.
I like it.
Probably more than I could come up with here.
Don't put you on the spot with cameras in your face. So if somebody wants to get a hold of you, if they're a builder or they're residential looking, who do they talk to? What do we need to do?
Yeah, they can. I'm at 3120 East Sunshine, and our number there is 417-881-2251. And ask for Jerry, and we'll get you started.
Perfect.
Awesome, Jerry.
You're looking to build your dream home. You're looking to buy some properties, build some spec houses, do something commercial. Give Jerry a call. He'll be a great resource. I think that's the main thing on the lending side is you're like a coach as you're walking
educator
through the lending process. And so we're thankful for that. Yep, we're excited. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's going to be a great event. And thank you. Make sure you grab those tickets and swing on out this weekend to the Parade of Homes.
first flight of the Orbital Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Welcome back to the 2025 HBA Parade of Homes. We are so happy to have you guys tune in and watch this. Can you believe it is 4:03 and we have survived 5 hours of this?
This is nuts. I don't know whose idea this was, but it's been awesome. We've been able to connect with some really great builders and vendors and all throughout. And so it's been a crazy day here at this house. I hear it's been crazy at most of the houses going on right now. And so we've got 16 houses on the parade. This is Friday. We've got Saturday and Sunday. Make sure to get your tickets. Go out with your family. It's beautiful. Get inspired. See what you like, what you don't like. Maybe connect with some of these builders that are doing some incredible builds and, and jump into a new house. It might be great.
Oh, man. And some of the interest rates they've got on some of them, some of the buy-down programs, like all sorts of stuff. It's really cool.
We're going to talk a little bit about that one right now.
I know. We were just discussing it. We've got Sean here with Schubert Mitchell Homes, and this is cool. He's a licensed agent in 3 states.
Yeah.
Most people can't pass their agency license in one state, and you've done it 3 times.
What's really sad is I'm licensed in 3 states, and I still have to use Google Maps to get around my own hometown.
I feel you on that. There's no doubt.
So, Sean, you're with Schubert Mitchell. Can you kind of give us an overview of who Schubert Mitchell is, what you guys do, and your product as well?
Yeah, I think one of the first things I would just say is that while Schubert Mitchell is new to Springfield, we're not a new home builder. So we started building in Joplin right after the tornado. And the company's just grown since then. We grew into the Bentonville market about 8 years ago. Okay. We're in Fayetteville market now in Arkansas. We also launched into the Tulsa metro area about this time last year. So we are a top 80 home builder in the country as far as size and volume. And so we use that leverage and buying power to be able to offer just an affordable luxury home that makes it difficult to offer otherwise.
Very cool. You know, I've been able to sell a few Schubert Mitchell homes. First of all, quality is incredible. You guys have a great product. But one thing that always struck me about Schubert Mitchell is how you give back to the community. Can you share a little bit about your mission and values on that side as well?
Yeah, it's interesting that you bring that up. That's actually something that we don't talk about, like, ever. It would be really difficult for you to even find that. We don't put it on our website because our belief is that if you're giving for the sake of promotion, you're giving for the wrong reasons. We should give because it's the right thing to do, not we don't give so that people can find out about it. So it's interesting.
Well, now I put you on the spot.
Yeah, no, you're great. We're absolutely a kingdom company, and so we just believe that generosity is one of our core values, and we believe that generosity is not just financial. We try to be really generous with our time and our knowledge and finances, and so we do support a lot of organizations and communities, but we're intentional to make sure that we also support the communities in which we're building. So there are Springfield ministries and Springfield communities that we're investing in. We're investing our time, our skills, our knowledge, and finances into those communities
It's
as well.
so important to these communities. You come in and we build these houses and we do all this, and that's one piece of the pie, right? And being able to expand and grow and help with the faith and the different things that we do is just really powerful.
It's been cool. We've had a couple of conversations with builders, and we talk about how, getting people into home ownership is changing the scope and trajectory of their lives and their families' lives. And so you're giving back in that way. You're giving to the economy and the community, and to have that mindset, but also give back in other ways. It's just a really cool approach, and so we're thankful for that. I think that's cool that Schubert Mitchell does that. When it comes to your homes, can you tell us a little bit about your builds and how they might be a little different than some other builds in the area?
Yeah, so one of the things that's important to us, we adopt the same building practices on every home we build in every market that we build in. So we're going to build a home in Tulsa the same way we build it in Fayetteville, the same way we build it in Springfield. So we want to duplicate that quality, which also means that whatever the most strict building codes there are in each municipality, you're going to get the best of everything everywhere we build. So, for example, Joplin has some really strict code for how you build because of, there's a big storm rolled through there a while ago. And those same practices we bring to Springfield and we bring to every other market. So,
which is really interesting in the Springfield market, because you've got Greene County that's real, pretty particular. Christian's pretty particular. But then you go just east a little bit, you get to Webster and building codes. So, that's very important to understand.
Can you lean into that? What are some of those items that you're talking about on the quality side?
So from a couple of things that we do, for example, we use, there's this really big, long orange screw. You probably see one laying around every once in a while, but it's a very long and very coarse wood screw. And every truss is attached to the top plate with that screw. Some people call it a tornado tie or a hurricane screw. So all of our trusses that go on the home are all engineered trusses, and then they go on with that tornado screw. And then in the concrete foundation that we pour, we also pour what you call a mud strap. It's just this really long piece of metal that gets poured all the way into the footing of the foundation. And it comes over and it gets bent over and nailed and screwed down to the seal plate at the bottom of the framed wall. So essentially, if there's ever high winds, we'll say, if you can keep the roof on the walls, then the walls are more likely to stay up. And if you can keep the walls on the foundation, the house is more likely to stay up. And so those are just typical standard building practices for Schubert Mitchell. We do that with every home every single time. Code doesn't require that in most places, but again, it's just more efficient.
Well, you guys are from where a catastrophic event happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're
So-
using that lens to make sure that hopefully it doesn't happen anywhere else, but
yeah, for sure.
You're going
more
above
prepared.
and beyond for your clients.
Yeah.
That makes total sense. I think that's great. I'm sure it comes at an expense, and so you guys take on that expense to make sure it's done well and done right. You have multiple communities kind of coming on right now. Can you share a little bit about those communities that are being built as we are speaking?
Yeah, so here in the Springfield market, we're in Ozark, we're in Nixa, Republic, we are in Battlefield. We have a new community coming soon in Stratford as well, and another new community that's going to be in Springfield proper. So we really try to provide several options so that we can. Our sales process is very relational. We try to meet people where they are, and at the same time, the homes that we provide, we want to meet people where they need to be as well.
What kind of price points are those homes generally in?
Yeah, so price point wise is going to be a little tough because price points are going to shift quite a bit based on location.
Yeah.
Because as you guys know in the industry, location drives land price.
Absolutely.
We price all of our homes based on our actual cost to build that home, and so the land price has a big impact on that. That also translates into something different. So you may see the exact same floor plan in this neighborhood versus that neighborhood, and you may see a
price
sizable
difference.
price difference. And the big difference there typically is going to be in the land cost and the lot size and how that cost gets shifted. So
Very cool. So if you're willing to drive out a little bit further, you probably can get a bit of a discount on a really similar home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, that's great. And you guys also are partnered with a lender right now, and you're offering some pretty cool incentives. Could you kind of walk us through that as well?
Yeah, so Flat Branch Home Loans is our preferred lender, and we've partnered with Flat Branch for years and years and years. So they just know us really, really well.
They're fantastic.
Oh man, they really are great. They deliver a great experience.
Yeah.
And so a couple of things that were important to us when we partnered with Flat Branch is one, we want to make sure that they're offering our buyers the absolute best deal. We also don't require someone to lend with Flat Branch, and when it comes to like flex cash, things like that, that's not tied to Flat Branch. So if someone wants the flex cash and they don't use Flat Branch, they still get the flex cash.
Interesting. Yeah.
We just don't feel like we should have to buy their business. They need to earn their own business. They're also helping us with a promotion right now where we're offering a 4.99% fixed interest rate on a 30-year loan.
That is nuts.
It's a big, big deal because we know that your monthly payment has a big impact on your ability to love coming home.
Yeah.
And so we want to have a way to be able to offset that. So for that
great.
$4.99, you do have to use Flat Branch for that because they're pitching in
It's
on that.
hard right now. If you look at like used house pricing and new house pricing, it is, to me, it's a decision because you've got new houses with interest rates like that and everything else. Like you could be in a new house. You could be in a new house less than you can a used house.
Yeah.
There's another piece of the puzzle that people oftentimes forget. So not only can you have interest rates and incentives, but there's utility cost.
Yep.
So newer homes are more energy efficient.
Yep.
So my home that I live in today is twice the size of the first home that my wife and I ever purchased, but our electric bill is still the same as 17 years ago.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah. Brand new homes get a
New-
break on insurance rates.
Absolutely.
And then all brick homes also get a better insurance rate as well. So that total cost of home ownership isn't wrapped up just in monthly payment.
And you're not to mention just maintenance alone. You have a great warranty program, but aside from that, you have brand new appliances. You're not having to worry about any of those major hits right off the bat. And so you have so many costs that you're saving by going with a new build. It's a great product. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
I like it. Cool. So, you guys have been a part of the HBA for a long time.
Yeah.
Explain to us what you think or what you feel about the HBA in Springfield and how that helps the community.
Yeah, it's been really great to get to know the HBA over the last year or so that we've been here in Springfield. And we are a part of several HBAs, and what you find in that is there are some who are more engaged in helping you grow as a builder, and there are some who are less engaged in helping you grow as a builder. And so it's just been really great. Everyone that I have met with the HBA here in Springfield has just been very warm and welcoming and caring. I haven't talked to anyone from the HBA here in Springfield yet that hasn't asked me what they could do for us.
No, that's fantastic.
And that just feels really, really good. And this event has been incredible. We've had traffic through our homes pretty much nonstop all day, and it's only Friday.
And it has been packed. Packed. We were shocked. We've got agents at some of the other houses too, and I haven't heard of anybody being slow.
No,
it's exciting.
A consistent flow. I mean, it's just a cool event because you get to see all the different styles. And somebody that's interested in purchasing right now, I mean, what other way can you hop into 5 or 6 different builders to see what they offer and see what works best for your lifestyle? So I think it's cool. You guys are building a really unique home. I feel like for new builds, especially with the volume that you guys produce, you make them to where they have a lot of character. Can you kind of speak into that as well as maybe some competitors that you might see?
Yeah, one of the things that we talk a lot about is being able to offer affordable luxury. And we just don't think that you should have to compromise on that. You should be able to have both. And so we design all of our own plans as well. And Damon Schuber, one of the founders of the company, he's just always been really intentional that he doesn't want to offer a home that he wouldn't own or live in himself, right? And so that comes down to the finishes and the way that we design our homes. We really take a lot of effort in making sure there's no wasted space and a good use of space.
That's cool.
And great separation and that sort of thing. So I guess at the end of the day, it's just real care and intentionality in what we design and how we put that together.
Yeah. I'll also say for the buyer process, we've talked with some people that are starting to build their homes through that process, whether it's custom or working with a spec house. there are so many decisions to be made. There's so many different steps to the process that it can be overwhelming. I'll say when we've done deals with Schubert Mitchell, you guys make the process seamless. You have a plan of action for every single step of the way. It's almost as if you're not even going through the build process. You make it that simple. Does that make sense?
I often joke, I feel like building a home with Schubert Mitchell is marriage safe.
We've had that joke today.
Yes.
Yeah, so anyhow, yeah, you're right. We've tried to take all of the decision making or the heavy lifting of decision making out. Yeah. So we've reduced options and things down to a small number that we know the majority of folks like and look for. And now you get to choose between 3 colors of this or 3 colors of that instead of 4.
And you know it's going to work. You know, at the end of the day, your product is going to be what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you get these hairball ideas and you're just like, what is going on?
For sure.
So.
You've had design experts build these packages that look great. That way you don't have pink cabinets and blue bathrooms or whatever. You know what I mean? You have the right setup for the client. So I think that's incredible. It's easier to do that with the packages rather than trying to piece it all together, and then when you get the final product you're like, this isn't quite what I signed up for.
Yeah, we just don't feel like you should have to hire somebody to come in and help you pick out your selections for your home.
Yeah,
we hired somebody to make sure that the only selections you can pick are all going to work well together.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great.
Well, yeah, if somebody's interested in Schubert Home, they're driving through the neighborhood, maybe they come to the event, what's the best way for them to reach out to you and take a look at some of these properties?
Yeah, I would just have to say our website is the #1 source of information. Our own team uses our website as it's just the foundation tool. It has, I mean, just everything you can imagine. SchubertMitchell.com is really the best place to start, and that'll get you all the contact info or any other info you may need.
Love it. And you have 3 houses?
We have 3 homes.
3 homes.
Parade, yeah.
Yep. So if you're interested in looking at one of these homes, this is a great time to go jump in.
Check out their website this weekend. Take some time, knock out those 3 houses, take a look at them, walk through them, see the quality, see it in person. You're not having to just look at photos, but you can feel the walls. You can feel what it's like.
Touch it, feel it, see it. Yeah.
And you can see. So, well, very good. Well, thank you for your time.
Man, thanks for having me. This has been great.
Yep.
This is awesome. And we are thankful for you. We're thankful for this event. Thank you for joining us. I really hope that throughout the next couple days, you take some time, get into these houses, whether it's in Rogersville, whether it's in Marshfield, here in Springfield. Just be inspired, like learn and grow and find houses that you want to dream about building in the future. And you never know, it might be a lot closer than you think. So,
absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you soon. The HBA of Greater Springfield presents the Parade of Homes October 17th through the 19th. Tour stunning new homes, see the latest designs, and meet the builders shaping our community's future. Whether you're dreaming, planning, or ready to buy, this is your chance to be inspired. Don't miss the Parade of Homes October 17th through 19th. Details and tickets at HBA Springfield.